Whoa. Whoa. What am I looking at? Okay, so guys, this is... Whoa, that scared the actual out of me. What the heck? Okay. Anyway, we're reacting to Diablo 4 Into the Endgame that this just came out.
We're really excited about getting this game into players' hands and letting them experience this massive world.
A main cornerstone of D4 is play your way. As a player continues to advance through the story and into the endgame, they'll unlock a ton of brand new activities that provide meaningful progression, no matter their playstyle.
Look at the details in the stuff, guys.
Progressing in the narrative of the game. Alongside that, the whole team is working
the details.
on a variety of different experiences players can pursue.
We're going to have an entire world of Sanctuary for our players to offer. There's going to never be an absence of something to do.
After the player has finished
Sounds good to me.
There's a lot more game to go and participate.
This is Diablo 4.
They gain access to a special, what we call capstone dungeon that they have to complete. Once they're able to finish this capstone dungeon, they're going to gain access to the first world tier.
As you complete the world tier, it will open up the opportunity for you to go into your next world tier. That involves unlocking powerful loot, new items, and more advantages for your player to have a better opportunity at endgame.
Wait.
If you're a fan of dungeons.
So, do you start at adventure then? Because, you know, like in the beta, we started at like I just did veteran. But does this mean that you start an adventure and you have to, like, work your way up to veteran? Is that what it's telling us? Diablo 4 spoiled you? You have a hard time enjoying Diablo 3. Well, it's Diablo 3. So you are going to have a hard time if you liked Diablo, 4 and, you go back and play 2 and things like that. Path of Exile looking really good. Yeah, Moist, you play Poe too. Yeah, the new thing just came out today, right? Somebody messaged me. Oh no, somebody said in the Discord about Path of Exile. They have a new thing, but something about they don't have a multiplayer or something like that. What was they saying? It just did, kind of, yeah. Yeah, because you get more stuff. You guess what level? Okay, that's interesting. So I like how in the beta we could just choose to go into a veteran straight away, but this is interesting. You have to actually start and like work your way. Okay, cool.
PvP, or just roaming around the world. There's a way to continue your Diablo adventure long after hitting max level.
Crowning your power.
To grow in power. You'll start with the skill tree.
I love the skill tree, man.
The Paragon system.
The UI looks incredible.
The make are grounded on skills themselves and the fantasies associated with those skills. Paragon Board is a place where we're allowed to have a lot more depth, a lot more customization.
Whoa! Whoa! What am I looking at, guys? Is this Path of Exile, guys? Is this my spreadsheet? Hold on! What is this? I thought I saw all the skills in the skill tree during the beta. What is this? Wait, stop everything! Paragon levels? Huh? Wait, what? Guys, what are these Paragon levels? Oh my gosh. Plus 75 levels? Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Did you guys know this is in the game? This is actually insane. And the story plays into your skills? What? Huh? It's a WoW experience, Retro? Wait, is it really? The chart flips too? What do you mean it flips? Like there's a backside? What do you mean? Oh my gosh, what?
Options as you go.
You can rotate the board, so you can choose a different path if you're like, I want to do more strength-based things, right? I want these particular boons or glyphs. You can chart your path through it, and they're really a way for you to keep expanding your character and making you
Holy shit!
Similar to the Paragon boards is the Codex of Power. It's an in-game system that holds the aspects related to the character. You are able to complete a dungeon, and they will have a chance to drop an aspect that you can pick up.
Okay, we knew that.
What players to do is take items they're finding in the world and make them more powerful, turn them into legendary items.
It's really special to discover what kind of playstyle really means the most.
I do like that. Nightmare Dungeons, let's go.
Every part of Sanctuary is fulfilling and satisfying. Dungeons in particular are really close to my heart. Nightmare Dungeons are going to give the players
Forbidden
the opportunity
City
to experience
with all the
a dungeon
blood
that
and
they might
gore.
have already experienced in their past playthroughs. They'll enter the dungeon with a found sigil
I know.
that alters the playstyle and the intensity of the dungeon.
They're more difficult and they have additional objectives.
That fight was tough.
And then they also have affixes, which add a degree of difficulty for you and your group to work through.
One of my favorite affixes that you can find in Nightmare Dungeons is actually called Hellgate. Occasionally, these portals will open up.
The names are so epic.
Pour out different monsters that
yes, I love this so much.
Dealing with while you're trying to handle everything else inside
Go,
the dungeon.
Daddy.
There's over 120 dungeons to play through and find in Diablo 4.
Wait a minute. I thought they said 150. I mean, you know, it's 120. It's still a lot, but I thought it was 150. Did we just lose 30 dungeons? Because this just came out, and I swear during the beta, they were saying over 150. Am I missing something here? Did we just lose 30 dungeons? Poof, gone? Tell me there's more. Because, you know, we always want more. Also, I love the GoDaddy family. Who knows the monster family? Because there's different monster families, right? Remember that we talked about this like a while back? So which one is the goat, hoof family? Because that's the Bob family that I love the most.
Any one of them can become a nightmare dungeon by finding a nightmare sigil and then using it to activate the nightmare version of that dungeon.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Everything's a little darker, everything's more difficult. It's going
Yes.
to add a little bit of a twist of flavor on your particular dungeon.
Cool. That sounds really
There's some
good.
targeted activities in Diablo 4 that suit what you're feeling in the mood for.
The Forces of Hell are starting to have more influence in certain parts of Sanctuary in the vast interconnected.
Look at the
overworld of
hats. Look at the
spirits.
artwork.
And as the players are going into Helltide areas, they're going to find even more powerful monsters. And by killing them, they'll be able to gain these special shards they can take to go and use to purchase these big rewards are available.
see
These
the
ashes
chest?
are found literally throughout Helltide
Like
areas.
sick.
The sky darkens and the rivers run red, meteors fall from the sky, and the monsters get harder. We really want to
Lewd. Just
create
kidding.
new experiences for the players. There's one I really like called Whispers of the Dead, which you get
Ooh,
from
crow.
the Tree of Whispers.
Oh,
the Tree of
look at
Whispers
the heads.
is grim and a little gruesome, but it's also something mystically haunting and kind of beautiful.
Yes.
It has a little bit of a grudge against our players and it would like for them to go serve its needs.
Looks
you're going to go
sick.
serve these bounties, gather different rewards, different items, and bring them back to the tree.
I know,
in
Kiana.
hopes that it can exchange you something really meaningful.
I
Maybe
love
we're
it.
gonna go to the Fractured Peaks and take out some werewolves that are rampaging in a town. They're contained activities that you can do alone or in a group. We really wanted to create variety for people to be able to spend time where they wanted to in the world. It's very cool the way it's been put together, and I can't wait for people to see it, to be honest.
Dang. Can June come here already? I love
In
the
Diablo 4, we have a
names.
focus on the world of Sanctuary. And there are parts of that world that we call the Fields of Hatred, where Lilith's presence in Sanctuary has begun to seep through and manifest these poisonous areas throughout the world.
Seepy through.
Players go to these regions, they get to engage in player versus player conflict.
These offer opportunities for the player to collect shards. But there is a little bit of a catch. In order to get these shards back to town, you will need to purify them. Other players will definitely know that you're attempting to purify your shards, so you'd better be prepared to fight if you're going to be playing any PvP, and be
That's where
prepared
the
that you
PvP comes
might
in.
lose some stuff in the meantime.
Once they've got the purified shards, they can take these, go back to nearby towns to sell them, and then use that to buy a whole bunch of like interesting cosmetic items and rewards.
It's
Wait a minute. Is this like the whispering obis? What is it called? I'm pronouncing them completely wrong, but you know what I mean? The ones that we would collect. Like we did that during the beta, and then we would go turn those in for stuff. Is that the same thing? But this is a different name. What did she call this one? This is different, right? Or is it the same? Was it murmuring or murmuring? The ones that we collected, and then we were like turning it in, and we could. I feel like this is a little bit different.
for people who really love PvP and want to still get loot and still increase their character's power. If that's the way they want to play, they can.
Launch is just the beginning. One of the things we're really focused
That's
on
cool
is
to hear.
creating a living, breathing set of updates for players to engage with after the game has gone live.
It's really just going to be a way to keep coming back and experiencing more Diablo 4 in fresh ways.
We're really eager to hear all of your experiences and just enjoy the entire story with you all.
Look at that looks sick. Is that another world boss? Cinematics are incredible, man. Incredible. Can it just come already? Please. I want June to be here. So bad. So bad. What do you guys think? You excited? Everybody know what class they're gonna try? Does anybody think that the other classes are gonna end up coming? Like the Paladin and what else do you guys want to see? I'm so torn, man. I love the Barb, but I really liked the Necro too. And I didn't even get to play Druid because I liked the Necro so much during beta. Me too, Retro. I definitely like Diablo 2. And what makes me want to go back and play Diablo 1? Me and Annie were just talking about this. I want to go back to play Diablo 1 now. I saw Lucky playing it the other day. It looked really fun.
My demons got me hanging.